Hello, we are Group 5 and our topic is about Ryanair. Ryanair is a low-cost airline founded in 1996 and based in Ireland, and in this presentation we will develop some thoughts around Ryanair and we'll make some analysis based on case. The first one is a pestle analysis. The firstly I will say the politics, the government tax system is the first one. The government's tax have a big impact on Ryanair. This includes airport taxes. In the case study, it can be seen that Ryanair will choose airports that are not very mainstream in order to avoid high airport taxes and fees. Come back to the environment policy, Ryanair needs to pay extra attention regarding the changes in the environment policy and whether the aircrafts are no carbon and environmental friendly. And in this case, it's about Ryanair's requirements for the carbon emissions of its aircraft. And second one, I will say the economics. Turning to the economics aspect, the financial crisis of 2008 was also mentioned in this case. Talking about the global economic downturn, people started to care more about traveling by air, so Ryanair's profitability was affected and they had to do something else to ensure profitability, such as selling some gifts and so on. Of course, the labor costs are also an important part of Ryanair regarding salaries and bonus for employees and retirements paid to retired employees. All of the affects Ryanair's operations. And then is social factors. The first is a population distribution. Terms are very important one for, like for example, Ireland and the United Kingdom have apparently low birth rates. Then the evidence that there are far fewer newborns than elder people and adults. Seats for adult people should probably be introduced. For example, seats that are more comfortable and suitable for older people. For example, like the cheaper seats. Use of new aircrafts and technologies as started in the case study. Ryanair will often purchase new Boeing model aircraft. Usually, the service time is around 3 years. The newest aircraft models have new engine technology, are more fuel efficient than older aircraft, and have lower carbon emission and more powerful engines. With the popularity of online payments and online bookings, people often choose to book their flights and select their seats online. This is also talked about in this case study. Even now, it's basically all about online ticketing and checking. This one can leave a lot of money for the Ryanair, and for the environment factors in today's world, there's great deal of emphasis on the preservation of the environment. This is because the environment is getting worse and worse. Therefore, people are very concerned about whether the aircraft is environmentally friendly and whether the carbon emission for the route exceeds the standard. Many people will choose to fly on the same routes with more environmentally friendly airlines. And the next one is the legal factors. The next one The most important of which is a risk of litigation. It was mentioned in the case that Ryanair would do eye-catching things like advertise with the Queen of Spain, and then they will lose money. This is likely to put Ryanair in the eye of public opinions.
Hello everybody, I'm David. Now let me bring you an evaluation of Ryanair by using the Porter's five forces model, which is a great theoretical tool that enable us to evaluate the competition, or rather the potential profitability of an industry. Porter's five forces, on the other hand, focus on the rivalry between the existing players, threat posed by the new entrants, threat posted by substitute products, bargaining powers of buyers and bargaining powers of suppliers. With the appreciation of these forces, it becomes easier to look at the game that Ryanair is playing and the options that it has available to sustain its competitive advantage in the airline business. Ryanair operates in intentionally competitive environments sealed by other LCCs like EasyJet and Wizz Air, and the competition challenges Ryanair to fire up innovation in its cost leadership strategy, pricing undercutting, and routes expansion. But the reality is that such a competition can exert a lot of pressure on profit margin, calling for operational efficiency, coupled with differentiation by customer experience and by routes offer. The next force is the threat of new entrants. Generally, airline industry, especially the low cost, has the high threat of new entrants due to the capital intensity, strict government regulation, and the extent customer loyalty to key players such as Ryanair. The extent of large economy of scale implies that it's almost impossible for new entrants that threaten Ryanair immediately. And for the threat of substitute, it is quite apparent that there are a large number of substitutes to air travel, such as trains, buses, and cars, especially localized within Europe. These travelers will look for substitute products if it's costs less or it's more convenient than flying. At the same time, the relative homogeneity of the substitute products in question means that while such a threat is present, is somewhat moderate in nature. Let us now analyze the bargaining power of suppliers. For aircraft, the main players are Boeing and Airbus. Extent of high switching costs and fluctuating prices of fuels make suppliers highly powerful tools for Ryanair. Hence, the bargaining power of suppliers is high. And other than the airports, the key ancillary service providers also possess some power depends on their geographical location and the level of demand that exists with the region. Last but not the least is the buyer's bargaining power. Ryanair's customers are price sensitive and are willing to switch from Ryanair to other low-cost airlines if there is something that offers a lower fare than Ryanair's. This keeps the prices for flights low and affects the reported profit margin, because Ryanair has to look for some other ways to recover its operating costs, which is the reason why it has adopted extra fees for almost everything. Thank you very much. Let's welcome my teammates.
Now I'm going to talk about some key success factors that Ryanair has applied into their business. Ryanair's rise to the top as a leading low-cost airline is the result of several key strategies that are central to its business core. At the core of Ryanair's success is unwavering commitment to maintain the industry's lowest cost structure. This dedication is reflected in the airline's efficient use of aircraft, its ability to negotiate favorable airport fees, and its decision to limit onboard services. These efforts allow Ryanair to offer highly competitive fares that attracts a large customer base. A significant part of Ryanair's strategy is maximizing aircraft utilization. By minimizing the time planes spent on the ground between flights, the airline spreads its fixed costs across more flights and passengers, which helps keeps operational costs low. Ryanair also sets itself apart by using a point-to-point model rather than the traditional hub-and-spoke system used by many other airlines. This approach streamlines operations, reduces the costs associated with transferring passengers and their luggage, and boosts online performance, making the entire system more efficient. In terms of service, Ryanair also embraced a no-frills approach. Passengers can choose and pay for additional service like checked baggage, priority boarding, and in-flight meals separately. This allows the airline to keep base tickets price low while generating extra revenue from those who pay for these extras. Ryanair's marketing and sales strategy are also key to its success. The airline is known for its aggressive pricing and frequent promotional sales, and it relies heavily on online bookings, which helps reduce distribution costs. Their marketing often highlights their low prices, appealing directly to cost-conscious travelers. Additionally, Ryanair use of secondary airport plays a crucial role in its cost-saving measures. By operating from those less congested airports with lower fees, Ryanair is able to cut costs and improve to its punctuality. Lastly, Ryanair's strong negotiating tactics with suppliers are a critical element of its low-cost model. The airline top stance in negotiations with aircraft manufacturers and airport ensures that it keeps costs down across its entire operations. By focusing on these strategic factors, Ryanair has firmly established itself as a leader in the low-cost airline market.
So let me talk about strategic groups of Ryanair. First, we talk about the definition of strategic groups. Second, we talk about competitors' compressions. Third, we talk about marketing positions and financial performance. Last but not least, we talk about challenges and future outlook. So let me move to the first part. What is meant by strategic groups? A strategic group is a group of companies in an industry that adopt a similar strategy or business model. These companies typically have comparable products offerings, target similar customer segments, and follow similar practice in pricing, quality, distributions, and marketing. The concept of strategic clusters is useful in understanding the dynamics of competitions within an industry, as companies within the same strategic clusters are often direct competitors. So where is Ryanair? Ryanair operates within the strategic groups of low-cost carriers we call LCCs, where the key players include airlines like EasyJet, Wizz Air, and the Norwegian Air, and so on. This group is characterized by a focus on low fares, high efficiency, and the maximizations on aircraft utilizations. What sets Ryanair apart within this group is its relatively cost-cutting measures, leading to lower operating costs per available seat miles compared to its peers. So let's take a closer look at Ryanair's competitors. First is EasyJet. I put three main competitors on the chart so you can see it. Well, EasyJet is also a low-cost carrier. It differs from Ryanair by operating more frequently out of primary airports. This results in higher airport fees but allows EasyJet to attract more business travels. Norwegian Air combines low fares with modern fuel-efficient aircraft and a significant focus on low-haul flights. Unlike Ryanair, Norwegian is more technology-driven and customers-focused, which differentiates is within the low-cost segments. Last but not least is about Wizz Air. Primarily serving the East European market, Wizz Air operates similarities to Ryanair by focusing on secondary airports and maintaining a low-cost structure. And we talk about market position and financial performance. Ryanair has dominant positions in the European LCC market, accounting for around 26% of all European budget airline passengers as of the most recent data. Despite economic challenges and fluctuating fuel costs, Ryanair has consistently maintained profitability through its effective operations and additional revenue streams such as the ancillary service. Last but not least, we talk about the challenges and the future outlook. Despite its success, Ryanair faced several challenges, increasing competitions from other low-cost carriers, regularity pressures, and fuel price volatility are significant concerns. However, Ryanair's strategy focused on expanding its market share, maintaining its cost leadership, and exploring potential measures to strengthen its positions. In conclusion, Ryanair's aggressive low-cost strategy and operational efficiency have made it a leader in the European air market. However, it must continue to innovate and adapt to remain competitions in a rapidly changing industry. That is all for our presentations. Thank you for your attention.